Ladies and gentlemen, we all know very well that after Rigathi Gachagua had been impeached, the two, that is Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto, were starting to craft a plan to deal with each other. And already, we saw very well that Rigathi Gachagua immediately started crafting his plan, or maybe showing his plan, and actually making his moves as far as the mountain support for William Ruto is concerned. As we speak today, he has ensured that the mountain is fully away from William Ruto. The few who are left, Rigathi Gachagua probably right now is looking for ways to deal with them and ensure that the mountain does not support William Ruto at all. He went even to an extent, some of the videos are there online, he said that he's going to ensure even getting agents from Mount Kenya not there. Probably that's the same plan that was used for Raila Amolo Odinga. But now we have to remember one simple thing. As much as Rigathi Gachagua is doing that, William Ruto is also crafting his plan, and he has already made some moves as far as finishing Rigathi Gachagua in the mountain is concerned. What are some of these things that he has already done to Rigathi Gachagua in the name of finishing him? The first thing he did immediately after the impeachment, he had the MPs come to the Mount Kenya. We saw the MPs of Nyeri Town, we saw the MP of Madeira. They were all trying to counter Rigathi Gachagua, but they found the ground to be very hostile. You remember when he went to Limuru, there was a gentleman there, that MP. Goons tried to come to that place, and eventually still, after that event, Rigathi Gachagua became much more popular. So the fact remains that that was the first move that Rigathi Gachagua, that William Ruto made to finish Rigathi Gachagua as far as his mountain influence is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, before I take you to other more steps or other moves that William Ruto has made, before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, kindly make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. For those who need my number for contact, maybe sharing and support, it's always here. You can always come through. What other things has he done? After the MPs were deployed, actually some of them got afraid, and others, for those who tried, they faced the wrath of the people of Mount Kenya region. But now, that means very well that was a failed plan. The MPs could not be able to deliver the mountain to William Ruto at that time. Now, the next move, it was to introduce Maina Njenga, the former Mungiki leader. What was his role? To move across the mountain, and whenever Rigathi Gachagua is having an event, he attends it and disrupts it and takes over. So eventually you find that Rigathi Gachagua's message to the people does not go out. Or maybe he gets afraid. Or maybe because of the Mungiki effect, you realize that some of the mountain people, maybe the crowd, starts fearing attending Rigathi Gachagua's events. And as a result, Rigathi Gachagua countered it in two ways. One, holding press conferences and constantly speaking negative things about Mungiki. And Maina Njenga slowly started becoming much more hated in the mountain than any other time before. So people started being hostile to Maina Njenga. His boys actually, at some point, they became also afraid because they could not be so many than the locals. And even Maina Njenga feared for his life. So the second thing Rigathi Gachagua did, he avoided going to these events and organizing them, because after all, he could not organize events until 2027. So he avoided organizing events. Now he started going to churches. And in the churches, rarely can you find Mungiki leader, Maina Njenga and his men coming to that very, very church. So therefore, in a nutshell, the plan to bring Maina Njenga to the mountain to finish Rigathi Gachagua also failed. Another thing is this. It is now Ruto himself. We also, when he went to Mount Kenya, Western Kenya, he started calling Rigathi Gachagua corrupt. He started calling him incompetent. And he did that in the 6 days that he was in the Western region. Apart from him, also other men who were around William Ruto as well reiterated the same message. Actually, they went ahead even to spoil it by saying that Mount Kenya are the ones who feels that they need to be in presidency. Rigathi Gachagua just had one church service. Actually, not even a service. He had an event with Eugene Omalo at Chui House. And they used 6 minutes to destroy the entire 6 days that Rigathi Gachagua was in Western Kenya. So in a nutshell, that plan, that move, that strategy also failed. So William Ruto again was left wondering, what next am I going to do? After that had failed, he now brought on Kithure Kindiki. And Kithure Kindiki now came on. First of all, he started launching projects, right, left, and center. But after launching 1 or 2 projects, he realized that there's no other important project I'm going to launch here, because the first one he did is to launch a transformer, just like William Ruto launched in Western. And then now he started launching others that were not even complete. He realized even projects were not there to launch. So he started holding meetings at his current residence, just like William Ruto used to do. According to Kindiki, when you listen to him, he's trying to insinuate that there is no politics there. But we know very well that he's trying to sway people towards supporting President William Ruto. But that is not the way. You all know that. But now, considering the meetings that are being held, so far as we speak, there's no effect completely on the ground. And that plan, as we speak now, has also failed. Now, what is the next thing? It's intimidation. Intimidation of Rigathi Gachagua and his allies. As we speak, Juja MP, that's Koimburi, already has started facing the wrath. When he was being arrested, it was said that he had used some words, or maybe had said some things on social media which were against, which were not good, according to the president, to the government. Reaching to court, they realized that there are more other charges that were brought on board, including the academic issues. All those things could be true, but the fact remains they are just drummed up at that point so that they can be able to intimidate Koimburi and many other people from speaking some of the things that they are saying, especially against the government. So that plan has just started. We are yet to see whether it will fail. But the fact remains, when it comes to individual level, some families might get intimidated, some leaders might get intimidated, avoid doing one or two. But the fact remains, for those who are seriously into Rigathi Gachagua, might be able to survive the storm and be able to manage. Some of the things they do with intimidation include arrest, and also even Gachagua himself now can face an arrest or maybe serious intimidation through court summons or maybe DCI summons and stuff. You know, such kind of destabilization makes somebody to become more concerned or to concentrate more on the battling the court issues and avoid the local battles. So therefore, it's also a plan that has just kicked off. We are yet to know whether it will fail or succeed. Now, after that has happened, we have to admit here that those are all what you call desperate measures to get the mountain back. But as we speak today, it is slowly becoming a realization of President William Ruto that the mountain is gone and it's gone forever. Probably now draft a new plan with Raila Amolo Odinga to get the presidency back in 2027. But as we speak today, things are not the same again for President William Ruto right in Mount Kenya. Why is President William Ruto concerned about Mount Kenya? Not able to say, I have Luo Nyanza, I have Western, I have Coast, I have Kushites from, not Kushites as such, but I have the northeastern part. So therefore, I'm possibly capable of going to win the election. Why? It's because of the uniqueness of Mount Kenya when it comes to delivering the presidency. This is the only team in Kenya that has delivered the presidency, whether it's from their tribe or not. I mean, they have delivered Kibaki, they have delivered Uhuru and William Ruto from the Rift Valley. So if they decide to deliver someone else, they will do it because they know how they do it. I don't know what is your take as far as dealing with Rigathi Gachagua is concerned, but please let me see in the comment section. However, we can't assume that Rigathi Gachagua is completely untouchable. So far, there are things that he has done that are bringing him down. And in my next video, I'm going to do an extensive analysis on how Rigathi Gachagua has brought himself down. My name is Abel Mugwa. See you next time for more videos. Please thank you so much for subscribing, following, and most importantly, commenting on the comment section and giving me those likes. Because when you comment, I'm able to read. Actually, I read all of them so that I can be able to learn what to say and how to say it and when to say it and where to get the information from. See you next time.